Baby, they tried to lowball me. Yes, they tried to lowball Miss V. Stay tuned to see what I'm talking about. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. How's everybody doing today? In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you. I'm going to do a little story time and talk to you about, you know, how they tried to lowball me. So know your worth. That's all I got to say. Know your worth and know what you will and will not do and be firm. Yeah, that's after you done prayed and asked God for guidance. For those of you who believe in God. So, let me bag up. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Miss V and I am on a journey to debt freedom. Yes, my husband and I are almost debt free. We had to go back and pick up buy another vehicle, so we have a SUV we're paying for, and we have our mortgage. So I started sharing my journey here on YouTube to motivate you guys and also to keep myself accountable. So in order to do that, I am a registered respiratory therapist. I end up taking a travel assignment. I've been doing this since October of 2021. So you know, when COVID hit, they were paying some good money. So my income was tripled. So because my income was tripled and I know I was not going to travel, you know, until I retire, well, probably not until I retire, I knew I had to be smart with my money. So I still try to save every penny, so I stayed on my same budget I originally set. So I'm still doing that now, even though my income is triple. So by COVID cases going down, you know, when you work in the hospital, you know, the contracts are different. So they're not paying as much money as they were paying when I first went. So I have a traveling assignment that's like 2.5 hours away from home. So if I'm 2.5 hours away from home, I'm not driving home every night. So I have to have a hotel or Airbnb or somewhere to stay. So I have to pay for food, gas, and all that good stuff. Anything I need while I'm away from home. So I do that 4 days a week and come home for 3 days a week. So my contract is due to end August the 13th. So about a month ago, they started talking about a new contract and asked me was I interested in staying. I told them yes, because I like the area and I like the hospital. You know, I don't like to change up if I don't have to. And so they told me they'll work on something and they'll come back with an offer. So I had been hearing, you know, how much what they were offering. And so when they gave me the offer, it was less than what I heard that they've been offering other people. So I was saying to myself, okay, number one, I can't accept that amount, not to be away from home, because by the time I pay for a hotel and food and all that stuff, I'll be making the same thing I was making when I was full-time before I left to go traveling. So I told her I'd think about it. I thought about 2 hours, and she tried to, I know we got some HR people. We might have some HR people here, but hey, how y'all doing? Real life over here. So she tried to fast talk me and she was like, well, I need you to go ahead and decide because I got some more people that may want the contract. I was saying to myself, okay, that's not gonna affect my decision. So I waited a couple of hours. I said, okay, let me go ahead and tell her. So I told her that I could not accept the assignment, and she asked me why, and I told her why it wasn't gonna be worth me being away from home, you know, making the same amount of money. Of course, because I went traveling to make extra money. If I'm gonna be exposed to COVID, I may as well make enough money to try to pay my house off and get to financial freedom faster. So I told her that I couldn't accept it, and she, of course, she told me she understood. Okay, 2 or 3 days later, here she come again. You're gonna leave me when I need you? I was like, well, you know, I mean, I have a financial goal that I'm trying to reach. I'm thinking to myself, but I didn't say it. I wanted to say it. I said, well, you going down on the money when I need it. So I did it professionally. I said, well, I have financial goals that I need to reach, and I won't be able to reach it with that amount. And plus, that's not enough for me to be away from my family 4 days a week. Okay. All right. 2 more days passed by. One of the therapists that I was working with in ICU, she went down to see. She said, I got to go talk to the supervisor. I was like, okay, cool. I'll stay here. So she came back and she was like, Veronica, I'm supposed to be talking you into staying. I said, okay. When you gonna do it? She said, I just did it. I was like, okay. Well, tell her you talked me into staying, and the answer is still the same. I said, well, since she then went the this route, when they say something to you again, tell them that Veronica said she'll stay for this amount of money per hour. which was what I knew that they were already paying other people. So I knew it was feasible. But they didn't know that I knew. Okay. So I gave her the amount. Show you how God is. Okay, so they never did, the director never did say anything else to me other than just saying she was gonna miss me and she wish I could stay. She hadn't said anything else to me. And the girl that supposedly was trying to get me to stay, she didn't say hadn't said anything else to me. So I just went on, started filling out me some more applications, and we're gonna try. I had a chance to work at a hospital that was 30 minutes closer to my home and $25 more an hour than what they were offering. So I'm in contact with this hospital, and she was saying she didn't have, as of that moment that I was talking to her, she didn't have any day shift. Told me to reach out to her when my contract ends at this hospital. I was like, cool. So I decided, I had already made a $250 deposit on an apartment that was like 2 blocks from the hospital. So I said, let me go ahead and get my money before I mess around and lose it. I said, well, I went and got my $250 back. And the lady said I could get it back because they didn't have anything ready. So that was good. I was able to get my money back. So I just go on and go on. And so I was in my hotel room one day, and I got a text message from the director. And she asked me, would I be willing to stay for X amount of dollars? And the amount of dollars was the amount that I told the other therapist that I would stay for. Let me show you how God works. So she said if she could get it approved, she's gonna try to get it approved. I'm thinking to myself, okay, HR. In order for her to even go back to HR, she had to already know that she could get it approved, because when she offered me the lowball amount, I asked her, is that all you have to offer? And she said yes. Okay, so I said, okay, you want to play this game? I understand it's a business. Y'all trying to save money. I got a business too. I'm trying to make money. Okay, so this how I know it was God. I had already prayed. I said, God, wherever you want me to go to help these people, that's where I go. And so when she texted me, she told me she had prayed to God for me to be able to stay. I said, okay, that's cool. I wasn't moved by it. I mean, because we all pray and say stuff. But what let me know it was God, the girl who supposedly was supposed to get me to stay, she been out of work for like 2 weeks with COVID. So when she came back, I hadn't told her that I had negotiated a new contract. She thought I was still leaving. I said, did you ever talk to them and get in my price that I said I'd stay for it? And she said, I hadn't talked to anybody. I've been sick. Bam! There ain't nobody but God. For them to offer me the amount that I had said, they didn't know. They still could have came in lower than that amount. They didn't know that I knew the amount that they were paying the other therapists. So anyway, to say all that, I gotta start stuffing my apartment binder again. So I'm looking for an apartment now. Looks like because I'm in an area where college football is very popular, because they jacked me around on my contract, most of the decent apartments are already gone. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go about 30 minutes away, which is fine. So I'm looking for an apartment, so I'm gonna go ahead and be proactive. I am gonna go back to the place where I've already paid that $50 application fee and got approved. I'm gonna go back and make sure they don't have anything before I pay any more money to anybody else, because I'm not finna keep paying all these $45 and $55 fees for the fill out a done application. So anyway, I had some money that needed to go back to the bank, so I went ahead and dispersed it amongst these envelopes for my apartment. So I'm gonna show you what they are. Rental fees, which is like the application fee and administration fee, what they charge you for. They say it's for the background check and all that. So got that. Then we have deposit, which I think is gonna be about $250 everywhere I call. That's what they're saying according to my credit score. Rent itself, I'm gonna try to put back 3 months rent. You see, I get a bonus check at the end. I won't be sharing the amount, but I will be doing the cash stuffing. Utilities, most of the apartments that I've looked at, water, sewer, and trash is including. You still have to pay your power. And then, so that's why I did utilities. And then rental insurance, I will be getting some rental insurance. And miscellaneous, I was going to put some money in here, but I decided to use my Fetch Rewards, gift cards, my money from my Coin Out app, my money from Upside, and my credit card cashback. I'm going to use that for like little things I need. For the apartment, I won't need much because I have a lot of stuff that I've accumulated, because you remember I was a couponer. So I've got deals on all kind of stuff over the years. So with all that out the way, we will be stuffing $1,000 today. And I felt it is better to get an apartment. It would be much cheaper because I've already spent $1,300. In the month of July, I spent about $1,300 on a hotel, and football season hadn't even started. So once football season started, baby, I'm gonna be spending some money. And I'm not going, I don't go 2.5 hours away from home, be away from my family just to spend the money to be in a hotel. So it's gonna be much cheaper for me to get an apartment. So my budget for an apartment is $800 or less, and my utility. So I'm thinking I still could get an apartment by $1,000 or less. That's gonna be better than staying in a hotel. And plus I have access to shelter for once I pay that rent for 31 days, opposed to paying so much money per day in a hotel. Because sometimes I get canceled if the census is low. So I think apartment is the way to go. So we gonna go ahead and get started. I wrote down how I'm gonna stuff this, but I think I'm gonna have to make some change as we go. So yeah, they tried to lowball me, but I stood my ground. Stand your ground. If you know that you're ready to make the move, stand your ground. That's all I got to say. So rental fees, I say I'm gonna put $38 in here, but let me see, I got it all wrote out to bring the total to 100 because I have 62 in here, so 38 plus 62 will make it 100. So I'm gonna take this out and just put a $100 bill in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and be proactive, have this money already saved up so I can be ready to get me an apartment, I hope by the first week in September. And next we have deposit. We'll get $215 today, and that's gonna bring that total to $251 because remember I told you most of the deposits are, you know, like $250. So $215. And another thing that's good that I did, wait a minute, let me count this. 100, 200, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51. Yeah, and during the time, you know, before they renegotiated my contract, this lets me know this cash envelope system has helped me so much. And I am experiencing financial freedom. I wouldn't even bother. I still have a PRN job. I would have worked there some until I found me another assignment. But because my husband and I are being diligent with our money, I was not stressed out about trying to find a traveling assignment. So that's the financial freedom I'm looking for. So yeah. So rent, we're going to do, I'm going to do that last. Then utilities, I want to give utilities 100, what I got? $17 in here. I'm going to give it $100 today. Yeah. So that felt good to be able to turn down an amount that you know was not feasible for you. Yeah, that felt good. I'll be honest. So rental insurance, we have $17 in here, and I'm gonna put 47, bring it a total to 64. I don't know how I came up with that number, but we're gonna go with it. So I got 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. Okay, we short $10 somewhere. So we're gonna do 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 64. Yeah, that's right, 64. Had my numbers wrong. All right, we got $64 waiting on rental insurance, and we ain't gonna do nothing with miscellaneous. And then we're gonna go back to rent. Sorry, I'm all over the place, y'all. And we're gonna put whatever is left in rent. So we got $17 in rent right now. We're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $617 we have already in rent, and I hadn't even found an apartment yet, so that's pretty good. So let me 617. Yeah, that's right. $617. I'm trying to build this up. So yeah, so we just stuffed $1,000 getting ready for my new adventure. Yeah, I'm trying to find me a nice, decent apartment. A 1-bedroom, 1 bath. That's all I'm looking for. $800 or less. Man, them apartments going for like $1,200 in the area I'm in to get a nice one. But I got faith. God gonna find me one. Put me in the right direction. So that's it. That's gonna conclude this video. Remember, know your worth. Know your worth. So this is Miss V. I'm going to continue to show you love. And I'm going to always help you save on some of the things you need so you can get some of the things you want. Thank you and have a nice day.